biometric retina or your fingerprints, or it could be your PAN card, Aadhaar card, any unique identification.
No, I'm
so
doing like
based on this ID, the message is being encrypted, and the process is very similar to the previous one, that the cipher text has been transmitted over the public channel. And when Bob receives this cipher text, he has a secret key, so it will use a secret key to decrypt the message.
Okay, fine. You from the meeting,
the point again here is that we have one-to-one correspondence, one-to-one communication. Okay, fine. So from this identity-based encryption, another group of people, they just thought that when we are using the identity of someone as a public key, this is something they don't think ethical. Because my unique identification, whether it is my retina scan or it is my fingerprint, that shouldn't, I don't want it to be public. Why should I allow my PAN number to be public, to be used as a public key? Why? So a group of people, they thought that instead of using the identities, there is some other possibilities that we can use the same concept, but we do not have to use the personal identities over here. So they came up with the idea that if we can associate some of the attributes of the users in the public key, so that could be a way out to solve this problem. Okay, so they thought it as a problem. So their idea was to whenever there is a user, so that user might be having some credentials. Definitely it has some credentials. Suppose in this example, particularly here I have considered the student database, that scenario. Suppose the user U is a student of a CSE department, and his designation is he's an MTech student. So this becomes his credentials. So here we can have the attributes, like the departments can be the attributes, the designation of the student can be the attributes, anything. Attributes can be anything. So based on those attributes, every user can have some credentials. So when the user, this user registers with the KGC, so what happens, the user sends this credential. Let us say that L is the credential of user U. So he sends his credential to the KGC, and the KGC, along with the params and the master key, it generates the secret key based on this credential. So now, instead of the identity, the users are using their credentials, and based on that credential, the secret key is being generated and provided to the user. Now what happens, the encryptor here, when he wants to send something and he wants to encrypt, so that encryption will depend upon the attributes. The encryption of the message will depend upon the set of attributes. So here W becomes a set of attribute, and what I'm thinking, that the encryptor thinks that I should encrypt a message that has this set of attributes. For example, nowadays we are taking online classes, okay, followed by the online examination. Yesterday only I took Viva Voce online, in the online mode, virtual mode. I'm giving this presentation in the virtual mode. But apart from this, I just want to concentrate that since we are taking online classes and online examinations, so results are also being declared online. And suppose yesterday I released my result to the students. Now, the thing is that I want only a group of people who is particularly satisfying certain criteria. Suppose I just want the MTech students to see the results. So what I'll do, I'll just encrypt the message with these attributes. And if the students satisfy these attributes, then only those students are able to see their results. So what happens here, the encryptor, it encrypts the message with this set of attributes. And then that cipher text is being transmitted over the public channel. This is something that the public and traditional scheme is doing. So, and instead of a decryptor, only one decryptor, here we are having a group of decryptors or a cluster of decryptors. So what will happen, all the users that belongs to the group of decryptors, they have their own credentials. And now only those users whose credentials will match this set of attributes, they are allowed to decrypt the message. So what will happen here, I've taken 3 users with 3 credentials. So user 1 is having the credential CSC and BTech. Now the encryptor who has encrypted the message with this set of attributes, it has CSC, but it also requires the student to have PhD as designation or MTech as designation. Fine. So this is not allowed. So this student, this BTech student of CS is not allowed to decrypt this message. Okay. User 2 is having CSE and MTech, and it satisfies the set of attributes. So in this case, user 2 with the credential L2 is allowed to decrypt the message. And based on this credential, user 2 is having the secret key that has been generated by the Key Generation Center. Okay, so this is the main concept of ABE. And the point to be noted here is that it has one-to-many correspondence, which is an advantage over the previous cases. Okay, I think that's all great till now. So with this, I'll be moving to define formally about attribute-based encryption. So obviously it is a type of public key encryption technique, and here we have multiple users. So message is encrypted for multiple users, and these users, they possess a certain set of attributes, and these attributes defines the user's roles, the credentials, mind it, in the previous example. So with this, whenever the secret key of this user will be generated, and the user that wants to encrypt the message, so the ciphertext, after encryption, it becomes ciphertext. So the ciphertext and the secret key of the user, they both are dependent on this set of attributes. And decryption is only possible when these attributes match, means the attributes belonging to the keys, secret keys, should match the attributes that are belonging to the ciphertext. So these things are to be kept in mind while doing any attribute-based encryption technique. And particularly nowadays, we all use the applications that use cloud environment. So those applications mostly they require one-to-many communications. And because of ABE that has the property of one-to-many correspondence, so ABE is most widely used applications nowadays that are actually they belong to the cloud environment. What happens when we talk about RSA, which is very commonly used, very commonly known public encryption technique. So in RSA, we have the overhead of maintaining the digital certificates, the public key management, so on and so forth. So it doesn't require, ABE doesn't require these things. And identity-based encryption also doesn't require these things, but it has doesn't support one-to-many communication. It has one-to-one correspondence. So obviously, considering these two things, we can say that ABE has a clear-cut advantage over its counterparts. Okay, so how do we do the things? So in order, just when I started my talk, I said that the entire encrypted message is not being decrypted by the group of people or any particular user. A particular user requires only a subset of the total message, total encrypted message. That means it should be able to access only a part of the entire message. So how it is going to happen? So there is kind of access policy that defines that which user can access the encrypted data. So we do require access policies for ABE schemes. So this is particularly a requirement for having the access control over the encrypted data by the users. And this access policy is actually constructed by using access structure. It is something that requires some mathematics. So mathematically, access structure that here I have denoted with capital gamma, it is defined that as that for a set of n number of attributes, suppose there is a set of n attributes, a1 through an. So the access structure for that set is a monotonic collection of all the non-empty subsets of those attributes. Okay, so that is being denoted here, that capital gamma is a set of to the power 8, a1 through an. It implies, those who know that about the set theory, is that it says that all of the subsets of a1 through an that we denote here in the set theory by 2 to the power the set, and it doesn't include the null set. Okay, so this is the mathematical definition of attribute access structure, and the phrase monotonic collection, it is being denoted that if we have say x and y, where x belongs to this access structure gamma and X is a subset of Y, then Y should also belong to this access structure. This is what we mean as monotone. The monotonic collection is included in this phrase. Okay, so whatever the attribute sets that are included in the access structure, they are called authorized attribute sets. And the attribute sets that are not included in the access structure, they are called unauthorized attribute sets. Now, this access structure, it is being represented by using the access tree in AB schemes. So, but particularly whenever we will be doing with the set of attributes, we have to check that whether that set of attributes, whether it belongs to the ciphertext or it belongs to the secret key, it is satisfying the access tree or not. Access tree is nothing but what the access policy, what we are having for our scheme or our application. So this access structure is being represented by using an access tree. This tree is similar to any other tree of graph theory, which has a root node and has children nodes. Obviously, the lowest level will be the leaf nodes. So this tree consists of all the nodes here. They belong to some type of threshold gates. Like we may having the AND gates, we may have OR gates, or any combination of gates. So particularly, most of our application we use the AND and OR gates for our policies to be defined. So this access tree mainly consists of AND and OR gates. And here we can represent our AND gate by using a 2 of 2 threshold gate, and OR gate can be represented by 1 of 2 threshold gates. Any other combination is also possible. Whenever you go through with the examples, you might be having some type of gates like 2 of 5 or 3 of 5. Okay, so any combination is possible. But AND and OR are represented by 2 of 2 and 1 of 2 threshold gates. And in this case, a user is able to decrypt a ciphertext, okay, only if the attributes, they satisfy this access tree. So how this access tree is being satisfied, that I'll explain in the next slide. So for that, let us first define the notations of this access tree. So here, capital T is represented, it represents the access tree here, that again represents some access structure, gamma. And some of the notations that I have used for this presentation is num suffix x, that denotes the number of children of node x. Then again, we'll be having attr suffix x, that denotes the attribute associated with node x. We have a parent of node x, and there is another term, index, that is used in the calculations. Actually, it deals with the number associated with node x. So this could be the ordering of the children in the tree. And finally, we are having another notation that is also required, th suffix x, that denotes the threshold value that is associated with node x. Now, with these notations, I'd like to define the tree here. So in this particular access tree, any of the non-leaf node, they represent the threshold gate, as I said, that it could be an AND gate or OR gate. So these threshold gates, they are actually, they've been described by the number of children and a threshold value. So if a non-leaf node has a threshold value, thx, and this threshold value should be greater than 0, and it could be less than equal to the number of children. So whenever this threshold value is equal to 1, then we will say that this gate is an OR gate. And whenever this threshold value is equal to the number of children, num x, then we will be saying that this gate is an AND gate. And any other number, it denotes, it could be any combination of these gates. Okay, so we are going to have some threshold values for all the non-leaf nodes. And each node, means leaf nodes here, they describe the attributes, and they have the threshold value th equal to 1. The leaf nodes are having the threshold value 1. The non-leaf nodes can have the threshold value between 0 and the number of children. Okay, and the leaf nodes denotes the attributes here. So how to satisfy an access tree? How to satisfy an access tree here? So, yeah, if someone has unmuted their microphone, please mute your microphone. I don't know who is. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So suppose we have denoted our access tree by T. it has, say, a root R. Now, whenever we are having a tree rooted at R node, so any of its subtree is again a tree. So here I'm considering a subtree Tx that is similar to T. So here we will be using the recursion, the concept of recursion for evaluation of the threshold values of every node. So starting from the root node, whenever we will be moving to its children nodes, that children node will again may have the children. So the parent will become the root of that subtree. So here Tx and T denote, they represent the same thing. Okay, now let us consider that small gamma is the set of attributes. And if this set of attributes gamma satisfies the access tree Tx, which is again a subtree of T, so it is denoted by Tx of gamma is equal to 1. Whenever it is satisfied, the set of attributes is being satisfied for an access tree, so it is denoted as Tx of gamma to be 1. Now this function calculates, it is actually, here we are using recursion function. So it is being done for each and every node of that tree. Okay, from starting with T to Tx to the leaf nodes. So if X is a non-leaf node, then we evaluate all of the children nodes X prime of this node X. Okay, so for all of its of node X children, we have to evaluate the value for Tx prime of gamma. Now this Tx of gamma returns 1 if at least this threshold Thx children has returned 1. Okay. And finally, when we will be doing with the leaf nodes, then this function Tx of gamma will return 1 only if the attributes, all the leaf nodes are the attributes, so only if the attributes of this node X belongs to the set of attributes gamma. Then it returns 1, and at least Thx children, if at least Thx children has returned 1, then we will be saying that that parent node is satisfied, it is returning 1. And similarly, then we will be moving upward to root node. So this is how we satisfy an access tree. Ultimately, we have to move from root node to the leaf nodes, where the leaf nodes represents the attributes. Fine. So in this diagram, I have given one example. This is an example access trees. Here we are having a 2 of 2 gate as the root node, and it has 2 children. One of its child has 2 of 2 threshold gate, that is an AND gate, and another is having 1 of 2 gate, that is an OR gate. And finally, the leaf nodes, they denote the attributes. Here, the leaf nodes, they belong to one of the attribute is the name of an hospital, XYZ hospital. Another attribute is a cardiologist. And this particular node, it is also having 2 children, and one of the attribute is Dr. X and another is Dr. Y. So if a message is encrypted under this access policy, which is being represented by an access tree, so the user having the attributes XYZ hospital and cardiologist and Dr. X will be able to decrypt the message. That means it is satisfying the access tree. Or a user having the attributes XYZ hospital, cardiologist, and Dr. Y. So these are the two users that will be able to decrypt the ciphertext, that because they are satisfying this access tree. Fine. So talking to the types of AB schemes, we are having 2 broad classification. One is the key policy attribute-based encryption. Another is the ciphertext policy attribute-based encryption. So just giving, instead of giving you the formal definition, just imagine that what we have in this total encryption decryption thing, we are having a message that is being converted into a ciphertext. So consider ciphertext as one entity, and how the ciphertext can be decrypted by using the secret key. So consider ciphertext one entity and secret key another entity. Okay. Now, again, for AB schemes, what do we require? The main important things here are, we're having the access policy and we're having the set of attributes. So consider these 2 things as, again, 2 different entities. So whenever the set of attributes or the attribute set, it is associated with the ciphertext and the access policy is associated with the secret key, we will be saying that we are having KPAB. This is the easiest way to remember. And whenever we are having CPAB is just the reverse of KPAB. So whenever we are having the access policy associated with the ciphertext and the attribute set associated with the secret key, then we'll be having CPAB. So just now I gave the simplest way to remember what is KPAB and what is CPAB. So let us go by the definition. So in KPAB, we have the ciphertext that is embedded with the attribute set of the receivers and the private key or the secret key that is associated with the access policy. So here these secret keys of the users, they are generated based on the access tree that defines the scopes of the user and the message or the data that is encrypted. It is being encrypted over the set of attributes. Just the reverse of this is CPAB. Here we will be having the private key that is built with the user's attribute set, and the ciphertext is built in the access policy. So in CPAB, it uses the access trees for encryption of a message, and the private keys are generated over the set of attributes. So how does AB scheme work? So there has to be certain number of steps, whether it is KPAB or CPAB. But before that, we need to know how AB works for a particular group of people. So let us consider PK to be the single public encryption key. And since we are having a group of users here who are allowed to decrypt the encrypted message, so there are multiple number of private keys. Let this be denoted by DK. Okay, so in the setup phase, the key management server or the key KGC or key authority, they are synonyms. They generate the public key, and it also considers a secret master key. It keeps it with itself, that has been denoted by MK. So at first, this KMS, it checks the validity of the user attributes, and if it is satisfied, then by using PK and MK, it generates the randomized private decryption keys for the users. And this could be distributed initially at the beginning of the application or in real time. It depends on the application, what type of application, what is the requirement of the application is. So these keys are being actually distributed over the users from time to time, and they are being distributed over the protected channels. So now comes the encryption phase. That depends on whether one is taking the KPAB approach or one is using CPAB. So encryption will depend if it is KPAB, then encryption, we know that we will be having the access policies that are built in the secret keys and the attribute sets in the ciphertext. So again, this will allow, based on this particular technique, the decryption will be different for both the cases. So in KPAB, decryption with the secret key will work only if the attribute sets that are built in the ciphertext satisfy the access policy built in the secret keys. Okay, so in this case, we can have this attribute set can vary for each encryption. So I have given one example over here. It will be clear to you all if you just follow this simple example. So suppose we have the ciphertext C1 that has the attributes 3, 5, 6, and 7. So in KPAB, what happens? The ciphertext is associated with the set of attributes. So let us say that these are the attributes 3, 5, 6, and 7, which is being associated by the ciphertext. That means encryption has been done over this set of attributes. Now there is a group of people. There are 5 users having 5 different secret keys. So they also represent these attributes, some of the attributes. So key 1 is having attributes 1 and 2. Similarly, key 2 is having the attributes 3 or 5, and so on and so forth. We are having 5 decryption keys over here with some of the access policies. These are nothing but the access policies that are associated with the secret keys of these 5 users. So who are the number of group of people who are allowed to access this ciphertext? So let us see whether decryption is possible with K1 or not. K1 is having 1 and 2. So these attributes are not present in the ciphertext. So by using K1, user 1 will not be able to decrypt the ciphertext. Now let us see what is there in K2. K2 is having 3 or 5. Okay, any one of these attributes is sufficient to decrypt the ciphertext. So here 3 is also present, 5 is also present, but anyone will do. So actually this access policy that is being associated with this key, it is being satisfied with the attributes that is associated with the ciphertext. So by using K2, user 2 will be able to decrypt the ciphertext. And similarly, you can just check by yourself that K3 is having the access policy 1 and 2 or 3 and 7. So obviously this part doesn't satisfy. We do not have attribute 1 and attribute 2 in the ciphertext, but we are having 3 and 7, both are there present. So K3 is also, means by using K3, user 3 will also be able to decrypt the ciphertext. Similarly, so this is a combination gate. So in this example, you can see a combination gate that 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So any of the 3 will do. So obviously we are having 3, we are having 5, we are having 6. So this is also allowed. By using K4, user 4 is also allowed to decrypt the ciphertext. But what happens in case of K5? By using K5, 2 out of 1 to 5. Okay, so any 2 is required, but 1 and 2 are not present in the ciphertext. So user 5 is not allowed to decrypt the ciphertext. So this is as simple as that. And so this is how encryption and decryption is done if KPAB is used, and these are the steps. So what happens for the CPAB? Just a reverse of this. Here, what happens, a set of attributes are associated with the decryption keys, and the access policy is here associated with the ciphertext. So obviously, decryption will work only if the access policy satisfies the attribute set built in the decryption key. So in this case, the access policy can vary with each encryption. So just let us take the similar type of example for this case also. You can check it by yourself only. Here we are having the access policy that is being associated with the ciphertext, and the policy is 1 and 2. These are the attributes, or 3 of 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we are having the similar means 5 users with 5 different secret or private keys. So K1 is not allowed, user 1 is not allowed because K1 doesn't satisfy the set of attributes associated with this key is not being satisfying the access policy of the ciphertext, because 1 and 2 both are required and it is having only 1. And similarly, you can see that K2, K3, K4, they are satisfying the access policy, and hence user 2, 3, and 4, they are allowed to decrypt the ciphertext. Similarly, with K5, we are not allowed to decrypt the ciphertext because K5 is having 4, 5, 8, and which doesn't satisfy this access policy. We are not having 4, 5, 8 is not there. So this part requires 3 of any of these attributes. So we are having only 2 attributes in K5, not the third one. So K5, user 5 is not allowed to decrypt the ciphertext. So I think this example will make you give you a clear concept of how encryption and decryption is being done by whenever we are using KPAB, either KPAB or CPAB. But in both the cases, the encryption time and the ciphertext size, they are linear to the number of attributes. This is again something that is very important when we are doing the performance evaluation. Just a minute. Hello? Okay, so this is required when we will be doing the performance evaluation of our schemes, because the counterparts of AB, they are linear to the number of users. Here, the ciphertext size, they are linear to the number of attributes, because what happens in IBE, for each user, we are having an identity, but here we are not having the same scenario. Now, what is the security of AB schemes? Whenever you do with the encryption schemes, you need to find out the security strength, or you need to perform the security analysis. So the security analysis for attribute-based encryption schemes are designed based on an interactive game. This game is between 2 parties. One is the adversary and another is the challenger. So what happens here, the adversary, initially it declares all the set of attributes that he wishes to be challenged upon. And after that, the challenger provides the public parameters to the adversaries. And the adversary is allowed to query about the private keys. This is being done before the message has been encrypted. So it is also called selective set model for those who are aware of these schemes. So the adversary makes the queries about the public keys. This could be done for many access structures, but the thing is that here the set of attributes should not belong to the set of the access structure. Now, what happens in the challenge phase? The adversary submits two equal length messages, and the challenger flips a fair coin, and he encrypts the message with that. Suppose there are two messages, M0 and M1, and if the fair coin is B, so he flips the fair coin. If it is B, so it encrypts the message with that along with the set of attributes. And this ciphertext has been passed to the adversary. Then again, the adversary is allowed to make queries about the private keys. That means the adversary is allowed to make queries about the private keys before the encryption and also after the encryption. Okay, so here we are just releasing the strictness here. Okay, so this phase is again repeated. Phase 1 is again repeated, and finally the adversary outputs a guess. So this adversary will win the game if this guess becomes correct. That is, B prime is equal to B. Okay, so this is just you have to prove mathematically by contradiction that the adversary, whatever it is guessing, it is wrong. So that will define the security strength of your scheme. And throughout this entire scheme, the adversary has a small advantage, what we call in our terms epsilon, that is given by a probability of B prime is equal to B minus half. This is a small advantage that the adversary here has. But in spite of that advantage, the adversary means if your scheme is means secured, then by contradiction you can prove that it is unable to guess the correct message. Now, the formal structure of KPAB, particularly if you are proposing a scheme, you're designing a particularly KPAB scheme. So what are the steps you should do for that? So it has 4 algorithms. Initially, the first algorithm is the setup algorithm. So this particular algorithm is executed by the key authority or the key generation center. So what the key authority does, it takes the implicit security parameters, that could be your group parameter, means what is the size of the group, or any other domain parameters, whichever domain you are using, whether you are using bilinear pairing or you are using ECC. So those implicit security parameters is incorporated in Lambda. So it takes this parameter as input and provides the public parameters, which we call here as params, and the system master key NK. It's SMK. So these public parameters are distributed, and the key authority, it keeps the system master key with itself as secret. Now the encryption is being done. So the encryptor or the sender, it takes the message that it wants to be encrypted, and it has the params provided by the key authority, and it has a set of attributes, omega here. So the sender executes this algorithm, and it takes these 3 things and produces the ciphertext. So the ciphertext is, we say that it is associated with the set of attributes omega over here. So after that, the ciphertext is being transmitted to the receiver. So the receiver needs the decryption key for decrypting the ciphertext. So what it will do, before that it has to register with the key generation center. So here again the third algorithm is run by the key authority, and what it does, it takes the access structure, the system master key that it already has, the parents that it is also, this key authority is also having this thing. So these 3 things are considered, and it produces the secret key or generates the secret key corresponding to the access structure, and it distributes the secret key to the receivers. So the receivers is now having the ciphertext that it wants to be decrypted. It has the secret key D, that is it has received from the key authority, and it has the params. So it will use these 3 things, and then it will perform, it will check whether this attribute set omega, it is satisfying the access structure or not. So if it is satisfying, then only it will be, means the user, its decryption key will be used to decrypt the ciphertext, and it will get the original message. Okay. Now, again, the formal structure of CPAB is also very similar, only the encryption and decryption phases will be different. So the setup phase is also very much similar to that of the KPAB scheme. So here, the key authority, it declares the universal set of attributes here, and it takes the implicit security parameters and outputs the public parameters and the system master key, which it keeps with itself. Then for the encryption here, the sender takes the message, the public parameters, and the access structure that is defined over the universal set of attributes. Then it generates the ciphertext, which is being transmitted to the receiver. So in this case, the key authority then takes the system master key and the set of attributes and produces the secret key for the receiver, which it distributes to the receiver. So the receiver takes the ciphertext, the secret key, and the params. And if the set of attributes satisfy the access structure, then only it can decrypt the message by using the secret key. So these are the formal structures of these two types of ABE. Now, I would like to introduce you an application of ABE that is being, we have taken the healthcare sector for its consideration. And particularly this application is based on IoT. Nowadays, we all are directly or indirectly involved in IoT. So, what happens means when we consider that we are using an application of IoT, so our purpose, its main objective is to make our life easier. So if I'm talking about here the healthcare sector, so for healthcare services, any of the IoT-based healthcare application and or services, they makes our life easier in the sense that we do not need to visit the doctor physically. Rather, by staying in our homes, we can take the we can get the prescriptions, we can get the advices from the doctors. Or suppose we are having such a scenario that in a house one particular old person is living, okay, no one is living with him. Now if something happens to this person, so there are application and services of IoT based healthcare systems that will alert the healthcare professionals about his situation, about his condition, and immediate actions will be taken. Okay, so particularly these applications are being categorized in a group of applications called ambient assistant living. So it makes the life of the people quite easier, and it also utilizes the healthcare resources so that one need not go to the hospitals or the clinics or to the doctors physically, and in spite of this, they can receive all the benefits. Okay, but the most important thing over here is that any of these IoT-based healthcare applications, they are considering the patient's data. Suppose all my data, all my what is my heart rate, what is my blood pressure, any other medical data is required for the actions to be taken by the healthcare professionals. So you can very well understand that this data is pretty much sensitive. I do not want anyone to have to be knowing what is actually my blood pressure is. I don't want you people to know what is my heart rate, what is my blood pressure, or do I have sugar or not. Okay, so this data is a sensitive data that we call patient's medical data, and I want this data to be protected. And only the authorized personnel, I want these authorized personnel to be able to access this data. Okay, so that is why security is very much needed in any of the IoT-based healthcare sector. And here is what we have applied ABE scheme, particularly KPAB scheme. We have taken KPAB scheme because encryption is much lightweight here in this case. Because those who are aware with IoT, you can understand that IoT comprises of all the sensor nodes. So they are very much resource constrained. Okay, we cannot provide some schemes that is very much computationally costly. So that particular application won't be, it won't be much worthy in that sense. So here we have considered KPAB scheme, and we have shown that how this application will be very much fruitful for elderly people. So when we designed the scheme, we have done the literature survey, and there we found that most of the KB schemes that are being applied in the healthcare sector of IoT, they have used bilinear pairing operations, and which are very much costly. So in this case, since we are concerned with the IoT scenario, so we have considered a lightweight approach. We have considered elliptic curve cryptography that I think yesterday it was discussed, and this is a particular cryptographic technique that we have used here to design our application. And for further reference, you can also, I'm about to give you the explanation of this application, but if you require something into much detail, then you can find this particular thing in this paper. It's been published in IEEE Systems Journal with this title, and these things will be shared to you all. Okay, so this is the main application. Here we are having, as a data sender, we are having WBAN, which comprises of a body area network and a data forwarder that could be your mobile phone. Okay, so these two things comprises our data center part. And what happens, the key generation center or the key authority, whenever it distributes the public parameters. We know that in the setup phase, the key generation center, it distributes the public parameters. So by using this public parameters, the data center encrypts the data, patient's data, medical data. Here, what is happening in the body area network, we are having some sensors that takes the the heart rate, the blood pressure, the blood sugar, etc. and etc. And together with that, we are also having some ambient sensors that collects the parameters of our ambient factors. And using this public parameters, encryption is being done, and it is being forwarded to the data forwarder. Okay, so this data forwarder, again, it just uploads this encrypted data to the medical server over the cloud. And we are having the receivers. Those receivers are any of the healthcare professionals. They could belong to hospital, they could belong to any clinic, they could be some personal private doctors, nurse, etc. and etc. So these data receivers, when they require to access some of the patient's data, so they are able to download it from the medical server, and they have to request for their decryption keys to the key authority. And first, the key authority will verify their user IDs. Means they will be authenticated here, and after that, the secret key will be provided to these receivers. And with these secret keys, these receivers will be able to decrypt the downloaded documents, the data, and accordingly, the actions will be taken by them. Okay. So this is just how we have done. We have used here three entities. One is the key authority or attribute authority. So it is considered to be fully trusted here. Okay, and it defines the access structure for the data receivers. It issues the corresponding attributes for the data receivers. And it also provides a unique identity corresponding to each of the attribute of the data receivers. And also it generates the secret and the public key pair of each attribute. Here, it also maintains the list of all these unique identities, UIDs, for each of the data receiver. And we have the data sender, that encrypts the message and transmits over the public channel. And the data receiver is our healthcare professionals. So they can access the encrypted data from the cloud. So for that, they have to submit their user IDs, UID, and the attribute sets for the encryption to the key authority. And after the verification of these UIDs, the key authority provides them the decryption keys. So by these keys only, then the data receivers can decrypt the message. So we have certain phases here. So in the initialization phase, what happens, the data receivers, they, with their attribute sets, they registers with the key authority and obtain the UIDs. So here the key authority maintains a list of these UIDs along with the attribute sets. And based on these attributes, the key authority defines the universal set U and the access structure for the data receivers. Now, in the second phase, that is, we are having the setup phase. What happens? The key authority, it selects a random number AI for every attribute AI that belongs to the universe of attributes, it selects a random number Si belonging to ZQ star from the final field of integers. You might be knowing what is ZQ star. It doesn't include a zero. So it selects Si from ZQ star, and then it calculates the public key for each attribute AI. Here we have used ECC, elliptic curve cryptography. This is something, some operation of elliptic curve cryptography. So PI is the public key for each attribute, which is si.gg is the group generator, elliptic curve group generator. Okay, so after that, what happens in our application, we have divided its entire lifetime into T discrete time intervals, denoted as T1, Ti0 to Ti m-1. Suppose our application, we're assuming that its entire lifetime is m, so it is being divided into this in discrete time intervals from 0 to m-1. So from these time intervals, the key authority chooses randomly Tj that belongs to ZQ star for every time interval Tij. Okay. And it is actually done once in the entire application lifetime. So then again, a function is chosen to map the UIDs to ZQ star. And finally, the key authority, it selects the master secret key uniformly at random from ZQ star. This is S. And it computes the master public key by incorporating ECC operation S.G. This becomes the master public key, where S is the master secret key. And then the system master key is formed by considering these three factors. It considers Si, it considers Tj, it considers S. So this becomes a system master key. And the public parameters are considered by considering the master public key MPK, the PI, that is the public key of each attribute, and this function H. Okay, these three becomes the public parameters that is being distributed. So these params are being distributed publicly to the data center. Now the data center will encrypt the message, it's medical data. So for that, here what we have done, we have actually used KPAB for encrypting the session keys, and then by using the session keys, the actual message is being encrypted. Okay, so the session keys here are encrypted under the set of attributes omega, and the message M will be encrypted by using these session keys. So the data sender, it chooses a random number R from ZQ star, and then it computes R.mpk, which is again ECC based. So it will give us 2 points, 2 coordinates, Kx and Ky. So out of these two, Kx is considered as the encryption key and Ky is considered as the integrity key. We have to check for the integrity of the message here also. That is to be done by the data receiver, and for that purpose we have kept this ky to serve the purpose. Okay, then for each attribute that belongs to the authorized set omega, so another value ki is calculated, which is actually equal to r.pi. Okay, so this pi, it has this pi because this pi has been sent by the key authority to the sender, and is R, it has chosen randomly R. So this ki is being computed for all I that belongs to omega. And finally, the encrypted message here is denoted by CP, and we have used the message authentication code, that is MAC. So the CP encryption of the message is being done by KX. We have kept this KX key for encryption. So this key is used to encrypt the message M, and we have used here a cryptographic hash function SHA1 for integrity of the message. So the message authentication code is being done by using this cryptographic hash function, and for that we have used KY as key, integrity key. So finally, the ciphertext includes this CP, this message authentication code, the set of attributes omega, and the KI that has been calculated here for that's based on the public key of the attributes. Okay, so all these things comprise the ciphertext, because you know that ciphertext is not only your encrypted message, it includes other informations also that we call as salt. Salt is something that is also kept in the ciphertext to confuse. Okay, so here I belongs to the set of attributes omega. And then the key authority, we have another phase which is performed by the key authority here. So it is called initial secret key generation. So what happens here, the key authority for this, it assigns a polynomial to each node of the access tree. Okay, so suppose we are having an access tree T, and it assigns a polynomial QU which has a degree of THU minus 1, whereas THU is the threshold value. Okay, so this is the degree of the polynomial that for which means this is the degree of the polynomial that we are going to assign to each and every node of this access tree T. So you could be the root node, you could be the non-leaf node, again you could be the leaf node. So again, we will be doing with some recursion functions over here. So if our node is the root node, then the key authority sets the value of this polynomial, this root node value, as S. It is means some Lagrange interpolation is used here. Secret key mechanisms they are being used over here for these calculations, and all the detailed calculations are found in the concerned paper. So this is the value of QR0, that is S, and the key authority chooses other points, THR minus 1 other points to uniquely define this polynomial QU for root node R. That is why it has been denoted by key R. And for all other nodes, except the leaf nodes, so what it is doing, it is selecting the polynomial QU0 as Q parent of this node, followed by the function index that we have we used this notation for defining the access tree, and it selects THU minus 1 other points to uniquely define this polynomial. And finally, what happens when we deal with the leaf nodes? So these leaf nodes, they are actually the attributes. So the secret share of the secret key is being built with each of the leaf node, which is actually the attributes. Okay. So what happens here? So let us say that this big omega is the set of all the leaf nodes. So for all U that belongs to the set of leaf nodes, what happens? So we at time interval Ti0, the secret key is being calculated by using di.t0. Okay, so what happens here? Di represents QU0 divided by SI dot the hash function, the function H. So SI is there with the key authority, if you do remember, because SI has been calculated by the key authority, which comprises the system master key. Also, it has the function H for user IDs, and this is the polynomial. Okay, and this becomes SI inverse. So that is the elliptic curve based multiplicative inverse of SI over ZQ star. So here the elliptic curve operations are being performed, and this is being actually calculated for time T0. And for every time as the time interval progresses from Ti to Ti plus 1, so this particular value is updated for Tj, and the corresponding DTij is being calculated by the key authority. So we here have a mechanism of key refresh. So it is also very much important to provide or mitigate many of the attacks over here. Finally, in the decryption phase, the receiver has to submit the attributes, the key IDs, to obtain the secret key. And whenever these attributes are being, their identities are being verified by the key authority, then when user submits UA, then the key authority, it retrieves the UID for that user, and it computes the secret key at the jth time interval. Whatever be the time interval, during that time interval, it will compute the initial secret key here. That is denoted by xi, and it is nothing but the function of which is mapping the UIDs to the ZQ star dot ki divided by the time interval tj, and this xi is being securely transmitted to the data receiver. Okay, so decryption is done by a recursive function. Here we have denoted it by decrypt AB. It is using this secret key that is being provided by the key authority xi, and it is having this key also, initial key that was being generated, DTIJ, and together with a U. So this U becomes, you may be the root node, you may be the non-leaf node, you may be the leaf node. So it is being evaluated for each of these nodes separately. But in every case, it has been found to be QU0.R.G. This is something based on Lagrange interpolation, and for every node, it has been found to be this particular phrase, this expression. So what is QU0? We are having S because it was initially, for whenever we are defining the polynomial, it was initially defined by the key authority that QU0 will be S. So ultimately from the leaf node, we are moving upward to the root node. So for root node, QU0 was S. So it is S.R.G. And finally, S.G is again our MPK. So we are having just this derivation, R.MPK, which is nothing but we get 2 points on the ACC, Kx prime and Ky prime. So again here, Kx prime is used as the decryption key and Ky prime is used as the integration key. So what the receiver does, it will use this Kx prime for decrypting the message CP, which is included in the ciphertext, and it will use Ky prime for checking whether the message is intact or not. That is for integrity purpose. So again, this cryptographic hash function is being used, and if this is equal to the one that the sender has sent, that means the receiver will be able to know that the message has not been altered, it has not been modified. Okay, this is a one-way function, and hence it is proved that the scheme supports confidentiality, integrity, authenticity, that are the primary requirements of any security application. Okay, so particularly we have this advantage of our scheme that it supports attribute and user revocation. So which is required because the traditional ones, many of the applications they do not support. So what happens here to revoke the attribute? How means the revocation is being done? For revoking any attribute of the user, the key authority simply deletes this attribute in the list corresponding to the UID of that user. And to revoke the attribute of the system, what the key authority does, it deletes the corresponding attribute's public key. And to revoke and use a user, key authority just delete the UID corresponding to the attribute set that is being owned by the user. So in this manner, it supports user and attribute revocation. The scheme supports. And I have not explained the security analysis here. That is another long theorem. So if you have any query, and I think I'm due in time. So let me stop over here. So regarding this, if you have any query, so you can contact me. You will be having the slides, and rest of the thing depends on you. So
any queries, participants? Any queries here? Hello. One query, madam, is there from Dipannita Sadhuka. Is
yes.
AV suitable to be applied to IoT device, as IoT devices are often lightweight computing device?
Yes, particularly this application that I have explained here, it is being applied to IoT because for that purpose only we have used KPAB and we have used ECC-based operations. So if you use the lightweight cryptographic operations, then you can do that.
Yes, definitely. So, but thank you, Madam Dr. Dasgupta, for your informative and technical talk, focusing on attribute-based encryption, which is the a recent cryptographic techniques which is used by all the researchers and scientists. They are focusing on to provide the cyber security in recent era. So I also sure that the participants have also motivated from your talk, and they will extend this this achievement towards their further research and innovation in the field of attribute-based encryption and its application in several sectors of the cyber world. So thank you, madam. I am also looking for more sessions like this in future, and also very much thankful to you for spending your valuable time with us. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
So now, participants, we have another session on stress management, and that will be from 3:15 p.m. So you may take 5 minutes break here and resume by 3:14 p.m. Question. Namaskar, madam. Am I audible? Am I audible? Your mic is up. Your mic is up.
Namaskar, sir. Yes, I'm audible. Very much audible.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I had just given them a 5 minutes break. So I hope now it's 3:15 and they have resumed their seats.
Sure.
So, madam, on behalf of the National Institute of Technology Sikkim, it is our privilege and pleasure to welcome you here to deliver or to take the session on stress management, so that we may capable or may able to release our stress in some extent from your daily stressful life. So as per this session, let me introduce Madam you. So Ms. Poulami Mukherjee, she is a management graduate and ex-banker, one of the most experienced faculty with Art of Living since last 19 years. Presently, she is the director programs for Punjab, mentoring around 700 instructors of Art of Living. She is also empowering thousands of youth to bring a social reformation. She has taken Art of Living workshop in more than 100 universities, institutes. Her work witnessed at IIC Bangalore, IIM Kolkata, Northeastern region, especially Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland, delivering special sessions for state government heads, graduates, locals, security forces, and even the insurgent groups. After LG Electronics, HDFC Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, L&T, and Mahindra Swaraj, the madam is now on board with the Ministry of Technical Education for Punjab and Himachal Pradesh to conceptualize and deliver effective solution to related subjects ranging from drug de-addiction, blossoming of human values, promoting talent and creativity, developing soft skill with technical skills. She is also a frequent traveler and spends most of her time in Bangalore. So thank you, madam. Thank you for being us. I hope that participants will also enjoy this session and will be capable to release their daily life stress in some extent. So I am just handing over you this session.
Thank you so much, sir. And sir, I would just have a small request to all the participants that this is not going to be a lecture, okay? Since we are talking about stress management, I don't want to give anybody stress. So I can assure you that it will be a very beautiful, very relaxing session. Just after an initial introduction, and I would request you if you can please switch on your cameras, because otherwise the person who is talking, it's a very interactive session. So is it possible?
Yes, definitely. Participants, please switch on your cameras.
I would really request, and in whatever state you are, it's okay. It's
okay, not an
absolutely
issue.
okay.
Whether you are traveling, whether you are in bed or whether in office, not an issue. You
Thank you,
please switch off your
Supriya
camera.
ji. Thank you, Omkar ji. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, Satish Kamble ji. Satish Kamble ji, namaskar. Very nice. Hi, Shreya. Wow, good to see. VJBR, I don't know what your name is. Hi, Sarmishta. Smika ji, hi. Good to see all of you. Very nice. Jyoti ji, thank you. Pubali ji, Pubali Haldar, hi. Wow, great, great, great. So, I believe you're doing a FDP on cybersecurity, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. I think this is a very, very important subject and a very, it's a very unknown domain for me. Yeah. So hats off to all of you, all the faculties who are, you are the most intellectual and the most, I would say, wanted people now, because everybody, cybersecurity is very much needed today because we are exposed to so much, data, people taking data from us, and everything is online today. Okay, so I'm Paulimi, and next 1 hour, I'll take you through a very short journey. And maybe after this journey, you may find some insight into your own life, into your own mind, right? While, every day we are working, we are doing online programs, we are earning money, we are looking after our families, we are looking after our own health during the COVID times, very, very challenging times. One little unknown virus is lurking everywhere. We don't know from where it can come. So it's very important. Do you know our immunity, our level of immunity, the body's resistance system? Do you know it is directly proportional to the stress level in our, inversely proportional to the stress level in our body? Very simple. So if our stress is high, our immunity will automatically be low because, stress creates a lot of chemical changes in the body. Yeah, you are all very intelligent people, so you know exactly. So whenever the body experiences stress, so there's a hormone called cortisol that is released. And do you know when cortisol is released, all other functions are put behind. For example, your digestion. For example, your memory. For example, your own immunity, the most important thing, they are all put behind. Why? Because when we are experiencing stress, the body wants to keep you alive and kicking. So cortisol is the hormone that comes up, and then rest of the hormones like insulin, your digestive enzymes, your thyroid hormone, your pituitary, everything is kept behind, right? So it is very important, no matter how good a position we are in professionally, no matter how big our house is, and no matter how much bank balance and whatever the job security we have, no matter how many cybersecurity FDPs we do, I think the most important security is the security of your own health and mind. What do you say? How many people agree with me? Can raise your hands. Isn't it? If the mind and the body is taken care of, thank you, Shubha, Svika. If your mind and body is strong, then you are able to go through any situation. And today's session is going to be that. Okay. So the topic for today's session, as Mr. Roy has said, Sir has said, that it is stress management. I would not say management. You know what is management? Let's say I have this this phone with me. Okay, what is management? Okay, the phone is occupying space, so let me there is no space here. Okay, let me keep it there. Managing is what? Management is basically shifting the space, right? Here I will not talk about management. I would rather say, let's talk about stress elimination. What do you say, everyone? Right? How many people want to just live with stress-free in their life? Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So I cannot guarantee you that you will be totally stress-free, because, I always say that a little stress is important in life, isn't it? Why? Can anybody tell me why? You can put it in the chat box. Why is a little stress necessary in life? Anybody? Anybody? To be creative. Thank you, Omkar. Absolutely. To be creative. Any other answer? A little push will always help us to be more aware. Yeah, to reach our aim, to work faster. Absolutely, Radha ji, Satish ji. Perfect. But वो स्ट्रेस पता है कैसे होना चाहिए? जितने आटे में नमक है. Are you getting it? आटा गूंथते हैं तो जितना नमक है उतना स्ट्रेस ठीक है. बट अगर नमक में आटा गूंथ जाए तो it will not be palatable. We will vomit everything out, right? Because it compels us to reach something better in life. Absolutely, Dhananjay ji. And this good stress is called eustress. EU stress. Shubha, I'll speak in Hindi, okay? So I'm saying that the stress should be like, for example, you're kneading dough for making chapatis, okay? So you put in a little bit of salt, isn't it? Right? You put in a little bit of salt. So stress should be like that salt, very little bit. Like you all answered that little bit of stress is good for us, right? Now, my question to all of you is, and don't worry, I'm not going to punish you. There is no right answer and there is no wrong answer, okay? So whatever you feel, whatever you think is stress, I want you to write down in the chat box or simply unmute yourself and tell me, okay? So my question to you is, according to you, what is stress? What is stress according to you?
Excessive thinking.
Excessive thinking, job security, yes. Excessive thinking is stress. Beautiful. Very well answered. What else? Whatever comes to your mind, please share. I want this to be more interactive, I don't want to give you a lecture because this is a topic everybody knows. Always thinking about the future. Perfect, Rubalji. Rubaldeep ji says it's about thinking continuously what's going to happen. Stress when one doesn't reach his goals, right? Stretches worry about the future, dropping kids in daycare, family problem, over-analysis about everything. Kya baat hai, Manu ji? Studying one night before the exam. Okay, Sancha. Workload, Sonal Kanra. Exactly. Right? Beautiful. So, one very beautiful definition of this stress based on the answers that you're giving me is stress is nothing but too much to do. You can repeat after me. Too much to do, but too little time and too little energy. One definition. There are many definitions. One favorite definition of stress is too much to do, too little time and too little energy, right? Okay. Now, exactly. Yes, Shubha. I will give you another perspective on stress. Okay. Can you see the wall behind me? Yes. Can you tell me what is the color of the wall? Yeah. What is the color of the wall? Aarti, Shubha? Just sandal. Yeah. So you can say it's like sandalwood color. Perfect. Cream, sandal. Thanks, Yasmin. Thanks, Shubha. So, but right now, creamish with white flowers. Oh, Radha is very particular about her explanation. Very good. So, if I tell you, if I just all of you, if I put pink glasses or red glasses, I remove your glasses and I put red glasses on your eyes, what will you see as the color of the wall? Red. Yes, Rubal. Red. Very good. Simple, right? So you know what? So that means, you know what is stress? Stress is the degree of difference between reality and perception. Are you getting this? What is reality? Reality is the color of the wall is cream. And what is perception? Because I have that red spectacles, red sunglasses or chashma, I am seeing this wall as red. But reality is what? Reality is, isn't it? And this is again a very big cause of stress. For example, I'll give you a very small example. Let's say at your home or maybe in your office, there is one particular person who is very rude to you. Very rude, you know, and always shouts and always insults. And my perception is that this person doesn't like me. This person is after my life. ये तो मेरी जिंदगी खत्म ही करने के लिए आया है. Huh? He is going to make my life hell. This is my perception. But if you can check, do a little reality check. Who knows? Let's say Mr. We call it Mr. A, Mr. X. This person, huh? And then who knows in Mr. X's life what is happening? Maybe he or she is going through a separation or a divorce. Maybe that person has lost someone very close to him or her. Maybe that person is going through some health or financial issue. We don't know. Are you getting what I'm saying? Right? So when this happens, when this understanding happens, then we are not stressed. Right? So today, what we are going to do is we are going to do two things. Number one, we will understand stress and how it affects our mind and body. And number two, we will take home some techniques from here, from this session. I don't want this, as I told you, I don't want this session to simply be a lecture. I want this session that you take away something from this, so that instantly, like how today is the world of instant noodles and instant coffee, right? So why not we have a technique which can instantly eliminate stress from our life, from our mind, at least temporarily, even if it is for 2 to 5 minutes. What do you say? It's a good idea? Good idea? Great. Wonderful. So let me come. How to do this now? Right? Now tell me, where, ma'am, to a certain extent, we can bear negativity, but how to overcome such behavior? Yeah, we will talk about it. Okay. So let's say we have talked about stress. We have said that we have established what is stress. Manu, yeah, definitely. But you know, when sometimes people and situations are difficult, then it becomes very difficult to smile. But doesn't matter. So today, there is a technology available to eliminate stress. But before that, I want to ask you one more thing. Tell me, where does stress come? Actually, what is the first thing where the stress comes? You feel stress. What is the first thing in you? Where do you feel stress? In the mind. Perfect. You don't feel stress in the lungs or in the kidney or in your ghutna, your knees, or in your, or your hand. You don't feel. It is coming. It's a very subtle thing. It comes to the mind, right? And like so many of you answered, if you see, there has been a research. Do you know how many thousand thoughts come to the human mind in 24 hours? Do you know? This is a research. Can anybody tell me? A human mind is kya baat? Sonal. Looks like Sonal has done the Art of Living program. Exactly. It is 60,000 thoughts that bombard the human mind. And if you see, 98% of these thoughts are useless. It is completely useless. You know why? Because it is either about the past, which is already gone, it is history, or it is about the future, which has not yet come to us. It's a mystery. Yet, this monkey mind is continuously oscillating between the past and future, past and future. And what we are missing out is the present moment. You know, that is why the present moment is called the present moment. You know why? Because it's a gift. But we ignore the gift, we neglect the gift. Why? Because our mind is occupied either thinking about the past or worrying about the future, right? But we all know, we are all intelligent. We know, yeah, you can definitely learn from your past, but just staying in the past will not help us, isn't it? So this is again this constant oscillation of the mind between the past and future. Past and future is one of the main reasons why the mind gets stressed. Right. So now tell me, somebody told me how to bring the mind to the present moment. You know, when the mind is in the present moment, there is no stress. All the stress is either about the thoughts of the past, or, you know, because when you think, oh, somebody insulted me, then you get angry. Or I made a mistake, then I feel guilty, I feel regret. Yeah. And when I think of the future, what is happening to me? It is not in my hand. Yet I'm thinking of the future and I'm getting worried. Oh, what's going to happen to me, my family? Oh, mujhe COVID to nahi ho jayega. I won't get COVID. Yeah. I'm coming in contact with everybody. What is going to happen? What about my children, their school, their future? What about finances? What about my job security? What about my promotion? What about my health, my happiness, my home, my relatives, my relationships? What am I going to do? Are you getting this? So what we are missing out the present moment. And both, living both in the past and the future is nothing but causing so much stress. So there is a very beautiful gift that nature has given us. That is also in the present moment. And by correctly using that gift, we will be able to bring the mind to the present moment. And when the mind is in the present moment, it is stress-free, it is happy, it is peaceful, and it is available to do anything you want. You can focus, you can concentrate, you can be so efficient. Yeah, you want to learn? Now, I'll just give you a small example. There is a definite relationship between, let's say this is your mind, and let's say this is your breath. Okay? So let me ask you a question. When you get angry, have you noticed the speed of your breath? जब आपको गुस्सा आता है, आपने अपने breath के speed को कभी देखा है? How is it? What is the speed of your breath when you're angry? Tell me. How is the speed? It increases fast. Yes. Yes, Rubel. Yes, Supriya. Higher. Fast. Sanjeev ji. Yes. Thanks, Sonal. Your breath goes faster. Like that it becomes, right? Okay. Right now, observe your breath. How is your breath right now? Just observe it. How is your breath right now? Is it fast? Is it slow? How is it going? Normal, isn't it? It's like very rhythmic, very normal, right? Okay. Calm, normal. Very good, Bubali. Very good, Yogesh ji. Normal. And have you noticed when you are very sad, you just, these days, COVID times, we are getting to hear so many sad news. At least every day I get to hear one or two sad news. So have you noticed when you're very sad, What is the rhythm of the breath? What is the speed of the breath? Have you ever noticed? Anybody? Anybody? When you're sad. Ah, very beautiful. It is slow, very slow. Long and deep breaths. Perfect, Yasmin. However, Allah, Ya Allah. Like that we say, isn't it? Oh God, no. Oh mighty Jesus. Oh Lord. Hey Bhagwan. Don't we do that? Yes? Why? Can you see? So if this is your mind and this is the rhythm of your breath, can you see there is a mind and breath connection? For every change in your emotion in the mind, there is a change in the rhythm of the breath. Isn't it? That means if we learn how to breathe properly, we will be able to control our mind very well. There is a direct relationship. So today, before you go, I'm going to give you two beautiful techniques. One is the fast breathing technique, instant energizing power breathing technique. It's called the Bhastrika. So anytime you feel stressed or you feel tired and you want to reach out for a cup of coffee or tea, all you need to do, I can see everyone is nicely sitting in their chairs. All you need to do is practice this technique that I'm going to be sharing with you right now. Very simple. It is called a power breathing. Power breathing mein what you do is normal breath. See, you're taking normal breath and you're exhaling normal breath. But in this, we are going to take it a little forcefully. I will do it a little forcefully. Okay. Sir, I can't see myself. Otherwise, so that I can see the screen. How do I bring the screen to myself? It's okay, doesn't matter. Y'all can see me, no? Y'all can see me, no? Great. So what I will do is, great. You can see me. Great. I can't see myself. I just hope I don't go out of the screen. So what we are going to do is, everybody just copy me. Just put loose fist in front of your shoulders. Everybody, we will do this breathing together. Yeah. Spine absolutely erect. Yeah. Smile on your face. Pin on my icon. Okay. Where is my icon? Oh, acha, this way. Okay.
Right up corner, there is a pin.
Okay.
In your image, there is a pin. You just click there.
Doesn't matter. Y'all can see me, no? That's more than enough. Okay. So when I tell you in, you have to breathe forcefully through your nose, normal breath, but a little with force. So it will be like, and when I say out, you will breathe out. So it's like, okay. So normally we breathe in and breathe out. And when we breathe in, our hands will go up like that. So it will be, okay. And your hands will open up. So you're like this, no? When you go up, your hands will open up like this. And when I say out, you will breathe out, hands will close again, come back. So it's like this. Everybody copy me. Let your Omkar, yeah, do it. Let your hands fall with the gravity. Okay, so it will be like, and your elbows can bang in the side of your body. You can just touch your body like this. Okay, great. Right? So let's all sit with our eyes closed. And let's take position. Okay, the first round, you can, yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Dharmapalji. Good afternoon, sir. Okay, so I want everyone to do so. I'll be very grateful if all of you can please switch on your cameras so that I can see all of you. So that, if you're making a mistake, I can at least tell you. Okay, I know you won't make mistakes. It's a very simple technique. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so first round, you see me and do it with me. Second and third round, we will do it with our eyes closed. Okay. Now, after we finish Bhastrika, we will do a short meditation also. Okay. So just follow my instruction. What you say? Now, we will do 20 times and then we will rest. So when I say relax, this is the relaxed position. Everybody open your palms. Put it like this. And now place it on your knees. Put it on your knees. This is the relaxed position. Okay. Then again, when I say let's get ready for the first round of power breathing, this is called Bhastrika. In Sanskrit, this particular power breathing is called Bhastrika. You know what it does? We take in oxygen and we throw out carbon dioxide. Okay. But because we are not breathing properly, there is a lot of carbon dioxide residue that stays back in the lungs and it gets circulated in the blood. That is why there are toxins which are generated. So when we breathe forcefully, we are throwing out carbon dioxide. We are taking in oxygen and we are throwing out carbon dioxide so that all the residue is out of your lungs. This is amazing. This is so simple, yet it is so effective and so powerful. Every day, if you do this twice a day, you will suddenly see your energy level has gone up because there'll be more oxygen in your system. Very simple. It's not rocket science. It's very simple, right? Okay, let's do this. Everybody, let's take position and with a smile. Jhoota hi sahi, even if it's a fake smile, it's okay. Fake it till you make it, okay? Yeah. Spine should be erect because all the flow of energy happens through the spinal cord to the brain. Okay? Spine erect. Everybody on your chair. Okay, your nails, आपकी मुट्ठी बाहर की तरफ होगी. So, हाँ. Suman Majumdar ji, your hand should be like this, not like this. It should be like this. No, it should be like this. Right. Perfect. Just copy me, okay? Okay, so first we'll take a normal breath in and breathe out and then we will start, okay? So take a normal breath in, breathe out, and together breathe in, out, forcefully, in, out. Satish ji, kare. Satish Kamble ji. In, out. Very good. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. In, out. In, out. And relax. Close your eyes and put both your palms on your knees, open towards the sky. Aankhein band kar le, close your eyes. And just feel any sensations or vibrations happening in the mind and body. You can feel some sensations on your palms, some vibrations on your face, and feel the sudden increase of energy in the body. Let's get ready for the second round of power breathing Bhastrika. Once again, take position. Everybody, let's all take position. Smile, eyes closed, spine erect. When I say breathe in, breathe forcefully, take your hands up and open your palms when I say breathe out. Forcefully breathe out and come back to the first position. Now let's take a normal breath in first and empty the lungs. And now together, breathe in 1, in 2, in 3, breathe in and breathe out, in 4, forcefully, in 5, in 6, in 7, in 8, in 9, in 10, in 11, in 12, in 13, in 14, in 15, in 16, in 17, in 18, in 19, and 20. And relax. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your palms down on your knees, palms open towards the sky. And just experience the sudden flow of energy in your body. शरीर में जो ऊर्जा का संचार हो रहा है उसे महसूस करें. Just feel the burst of energy, some vibrations on your palms, on your face. Keep your eyes closed and just experience this in silence. And now let's get ready for the third and final round of power breath. Let's take position. Again, smile on your face. Doesn't matter if it is fake. We will fake it till we make it. Take a normal, keep your eyes closed and just follow my instructions. Take a normal breath in and slowly breathe out. Now, together, everyone with full force and enthusiasm, breathe in, out, in, out. Very good. In, out, 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 in 12, in 13, in 14, in 15, in 16, in 17, in 18, in 19, and 20. Relax. Keep your eyes closed. Bring down your palms and keep it on the knees. And once again, feel the sudden increase of energy in your body. Observe the mind. Whatever is happening, just be with it. जो कुछ भी हो रहा है, उसके साथ रहे. Keeping your eyes closed, you may sit easily and comfortably. We will now do a short meditation. I will keep guiding you. And you will just sit effortlessly with your eyes closed. If you wish, you may take a back support. You can take a cushion or a chair. Make sure you're comfortable. आराम से बैठ जाए. Sit easily and comfortably. Take a normal deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in. As you breathe out, relax the whole body. पूरे शरीर को ढीला छोड़ दे. Relax. You have already done. With a gentle smile on your face, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, relax the whole body. Relax your head, shoulders, and full body. Listen to the noises around you. Noise of the traffic, noise of people talking in your residence or office. Maybe the fan. Okay, you just relax. Now let's take our attention to our body. अपने शरीर पे मन ही मन ध्यान ले आए. Bring your attention to the body. Bring your le आए. Right knee, right thigh and hip. And the whole of your right leg. Breathe in. As you breathe out, relax more and more. Now take your attention to your left foot, बाएं पैर पे ध्यान. Left knee, बायां घुटना. Left thigh, पे ध्यान ले जाए. पूरा बाएं पैर पे ध्यान. Breathe in once again and slowly breathe out. Relax more and more. Now take your attention to your abdomen. पेट के निचले भाग पे ध्यान ले जाए. Stomach, पेट, chest, छाती पे ध्यान ले जाए. Both the shoulders, दोनों कंधे. Right arm, दायां हाथ. Left arm, बायां हाथ. Bring your attention to your throat area. गले पे ध्यान ले आए. face, chehra, top of the head, sar ki choti, and take your attention to the whole body, pura sharir, whole body, pura sharir. Take another deep breath in. As you breathe out, relax totally, leave all efforts. Become aware of your thoughts. मन में अगर कोई विचार आ रहे हैं तो उनके प्रति सजग हो जाए. Whether good thoughts or bad thoughts, let them come. Do not resist them, let them come. Become aware of your emotions. मन में आने वाले विचारों के प्रति सजग हो जाए, भावनाओं के प्रति सजग हो जाए. Whether pleasant emotions or unpleasant emotions. Do not resist any emotion, let them come. You are peace. You are joy. आप आनंद हो, आप ही शांति हो. Once again, become aware. Once again, become aware of your emotions. Once again, become aware of your thoughts. Once again, become aware of your body and surrounding. With a smile, take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Take another deep breath in and let go. And whenever you feel like taking your own time, you may slowly and gradually open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. Good morning. How is everybody's mind? How is the mind right now? When you first came to this session today, feeling good? Thank you, Omkar. Anybody else would like to share? How is your mind right now? How are you feeling? Feeling relaxed. Sarmishta says soothing. Supriya says absolutely relaxed. Sonal also relaxed. Good, no? Little bit of breathing and a little bit of Pradeep also says very relaxing. Wonderful. So this is a technology. So meditation is nothing but relaxing the mind for some time. See, how many of you have seen a bow and arrow? Yeah? So if you want the arrow to go and hit your target, if you want the arrow to go and hit the bullseye, what you need to do? You need to pull the string a little back. Yes or no? So breathing and meditation is nothing but pulling the string a little back. Basically, all the time, if you see, either we are awake, and when we are awake, we are worrying. We are thinking about the past. We are thinking about the future. We are in some kind of activity. We are restless. There is continuous activity. When we are sleeping, there is no awareness. Sometimes, even if you are sleeping for 8 to 10 hours, we wake up in the morning. And how many people have noticed still you feel tired? Do you know why you feel tired? Because you were either dreaming or the mind was still working. The mind was not resting. So the only state in which you can rest consciously is in this position by sitting, closing your eyes, and doing a little bit of meditation. If you go to the Art of Living app or if you go to the YouTube Art of Living channel, you will see a lot of guided meditations that are available. Yeah. So switch off from the world for just 15-20 minutes before that. And I can understand you all are in office, you all are doing online sessions, you all are taking classes, you all have deadlines, you all have so many things, you all are you're doing FDP, so much, you have tests, you have assignments, so many things to do. As I said, stress is nothing, too much to do, too little time, and more than too little time, too little energy. So there are many if you do the Art of Living program, we have special programs for Art of Living. Like currently I have done a lot of program for NIT Jalandhar, for NIT Uttarakhand, for IITs, for IIM, for Harvard, for Stanford University, for MIT, Virginia Tech, Today, everybody is realizing, the Gaurav ji also says very relaxed, isn't it? Everybody is realizing that behind everything, the source is our mind. So we have to put some attention to the mind, and we have to learn some technology to help the mind to rest for some time. And you will see just half an hour of breathing and meditation every single day, 23.5 hours will be such good quality. You can give back so much to your family, to your children, to your profession, to your health. Yeah. I know people who are regularly jogging, walking, exercising, going to the gym, but yet they are depressed. We know, na? When we are in stress or anger, what we should do? Just do the Bhastrika. Yeah? Do the Bhastrika. Do some desktop yoga. We'll go through some desktop yoga also. So it is amazing. It is amazing, the power of the breath. You know, I had a t-shirt which says, no breath, no life, N-O. Huh? And back it was, no breath, no life, K-N-O-W. Because life is breath. And if we know how to use our breath and mind properly, our life can become such a cakewalk. So like I was telling you, you know, all these big heroes and heroines, they every day go to the gym, they are working out, they're eating such healthy food. Yet if you see, they are all depressed, they are into drugs, they have to take external health addictions to be calm, to be happy. No, nature has inbuilt the drug. And what is that drug? It is your own breath. It is your own mind. It is all inside us. The treasure is all inside. It's not outside anywhere. Yeah. So I think that brings us to the end of the session today. So 2 takeaways. Whenever you feel stressed or you feel tired, quickly do your Bhastrika. Okay. Now you're at home, so I don't think you should be feeling bad. And even if you're in college, you can always tell your colleague, come, let's do it together. Huh? And you do the Bhastrika three rounds. So it's like 1, 2. So in each round, you do 20 times. 15 times also, if you do, it's okay. 15 times, okay? And then you relax. And again you do. So you can do a maximum of 3 and a minimum of 2 times. Okay? And then 15 to 20 times in each round. After which, just sit down, close your eyes. And you can, if you want, you can on YouTube or something, you can play a meditation, or just close your eyes. And with every outgoing breath, relax the body. You don't have to focus or concentrate. Okay? Focusing and concentration causes more stress. Don't do that. Just let go, like a puppet, like a rag doll. Just let go. And I'm telling you, you will suddenly, isn't it, didn't you wake up fresh after the meditation? How many people felt completely like fresh and ready again? Yeah? You know, I'm a full-time teacher with Art of Living. I was basically, I'm a pass out from Symbiosis, Pune. And when I was doing my college in Symbiosis, you know, 2 Art of Living people came and gave the talk to us, like how I am doing for you today. But that was, of course, in our class. And evening, I sat for the 4-day Art of Living program. And there they taught us wonderful techniques. All this they taught, but one more very, very important technique is the Sudarshan Kriya. It is a very powerful rhythmic breathing technique, which helps in eliminating all the stresses from the system. So it pulls out all the toxins and all the negative emotions and stresses from the cellular level, and through the breath, it puts it out. It is amazing. It is really amazing. You know, when I did the Art of Living, I came to know that more than 85 to 90% of our physical and mental toxins are released through the breath. And only 10 to 15% is released through the stool, urine, and sweat. I didn't know this. So the breath is a great detoxifier. If you learn the right way of breathing, you are done. Huh? Then there will be this unshakable smile on your face. You know, I was such a emotionally fragile person. Anyway, I'm a Bengali, you know. And we Bengalis are very, very sensitive, very, very. I'm sure Pubali will agree with me. Sharmishta will also agree with me, isn't it? So we are all very, very emotional people, you know. But personally speaking, I was a very, very emotionally fragile. Mr. Roy is also there. He's also so you know. When I did the course, even somebody used to tell me little bit, and I used to cry. I used to get so angry, and I would not express my anger. It will be all inside. And for so many years, I realized that I was getting. In fact, there was a point when I felt I think I'm in depression. And then Art of Living. I did the Art of Living course. I learned the meditation and the breathing. And I just incorporated, like, you know, I always say, like, we brush our teeth for dental hygiene. We take a bath every day and go to the toilet for physical hygiene. Yes, meditation and breathing is nothing but mental hygiene. Yeah. So I think it's over time. It's time now we all should attend to our mind, especially in these difficult times when the corona is looming large in our life. If we want to give more to our family, to our loved ones, we have to be healthy and happy. Yeah. So my number, if you want, you can note down. If you have any queries or you feel that any time you want somebody to speak to or at least message, you can note down my number. I'm Paulimi and my number is 9884. Sir, you can also share my email ID to them. 9884 39044. Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you, dear. Paulumi, Paulumi Paulumi Mukherjee, 9884. Yeah, I will send everything, Pradeep ji. All the videos. If you go to YouTube, no, and you just type out Art of Living Meditation, guided meditation. You can do that also. And please be in touch. Dr. Sangram Rai is there for any query, and I'm also available. I only have one prayer in my heart. I want all of you to be happy and healthy. Such a precious human life we have got. So we should all be happy. Do you agree with me? Huh? See, situations will be tough. Relationships can be tough on us. House, many things can be tough. But still, the art of living is to be able to smile even through the difficult time. And I have one small request to make, that please do give a feedback of this session. I think there is a feedback system. Yes, Mr. Roy?
Yes, definitely.
So, yes. Mr. Roy, can you just post the link of the feedback form?
Okay. No, that will be not for now. So actually, this is the AICT Auto FDP. So they will give their feedback on their respective account in Auto portal.
Oh, okay, fine.
So they will
give a feedback. Yeah, because you know, when you give a feedback, then even we know if there is some. You know, actually, this session I can continue for 7 days, 7 hours each. There is so much.
No, I have also attended the 1 week session totally. Your first page of Art of Living. So that we have normally at present also this week in second half we have daily 2-hour session, and that is taken care by Madam Ritika Periwal. So daily 2-hour session is there for first year NIT Sikkim students in induction. And also regularly also we are conducting here in NIT Sikkim phase wise for faculty and staff members and other employees. So that is always we are considering for 1 week session, 1 week session.
Yeah, I think for the faculties you must do it, sir.
Yeah.
And thank you, Nidhi ma'am. Thank you, Archana ma'am. Gauravji, you've also done PG level diploma in psychological counseling. So nice, Gauravji. Do keep in touch. Thank you, Khushbu. Thank you, Yasmin. Yes, you're right. Health is wealth. Thank you, Satish Kamleji. Sangla, session Sangla Zali. Hi, Satish Kamleji. Shubha ma'am, thank you. Bali, good to see you. Sarmishta. Okay, everybody, lots of love and lots of best wishes. Be happy and make it a commitment to be happy. And anytime you would want to talk to me or you want to just send and drop in a message. Yeah, sometimes I'm in session, so I may not be able to take calls. But if you drop in a message or a WhatsApp, I will surely get back to all of you. Okay? Is there any question that you want to ask me still? Gaurav, the session gave you. Thank you, Dinosaur ji. Karun Kuzali. Thank you. Thank you, Karun ji. Dr. Nitish Pathak, Aniket ji, Sonal. Very nice. I had a lovely time meeting all of you. So take care, stay safe, and be happy. Anything else, Mr. Roy?
Thank you, madam, for your nice session and interactive session. And I hope this will be really helpful to the participants. And participants will not only do only today. I hope they will extend it on in their daily life, at least in the morning. For 30 minutes as you suggested. So obviously they will also be released from stress, as well as they will get that hygieneness in their mind also. So thank you, madam. I am also looking for more sessions in future also, and really I will contact you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely weekend and lots of love. Continue to do your meditation and practices, okay? Bye.
Bye bye. So participants, now we have a 10 minutes break. You may take 10 minutes break. The question, now you have the performance evaluation session. So no need to be audit. There will be 40 questions in MCQ type, and that is all our basic cryptography and security level, cyber security level, and that is covered last 3-4 days, whatever. And I have kept as much as possible simple questions. So 40 questions will be there, 30 minutes time will be there. You will get the link to access the Google Sheet. You just have to select the right answer. So, and whenever the times will be over, you will not be allowed to access the sheet. So it will be submitted. So you just keep patience, read the questions carefully, and try to answer all questions. There is no negative marking. So don't no need to be panic. You just answer all the questions. So you try your best from your side, and then also I will try my best from my side. Okay, so you may take a 5 minutes break, and then I am going to share you the questions, and the questions will be shared within, I guess, 425 or 428. You will get the questions in your registered email ID. Okay, so you may take 5 minutes break here. Any questions regarding examination from participants? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, I hope everything is clear to you. Just MCQ questions, and you have to answer it. Nothing else. You have to just select. Click on the link. The link will be sent. You just click on the link. Automatically, the Google Excel sheet will be open, and you just select the right answers.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
যা হয়েছে সাবমিট করতে বলো।
Hello. Time is over. All of you, please submit.
Whatever.
Otherwise, it will not be recorded.
যা হয়েছে তাই সাবমিট করতে বলো।
Time is over. All of you, please submit. Click on the submit button. Otherwise, it will not be recorded.
Already submitted, sir.
ওটা জানি।
Miss Chanhami, please submit it.
Kindly give me 5 more minutes, sir. We have finished only 22%.
Okay, I'm going to submit.
You submit it.
Yes, submit now.
Rajinder ji, please submit.
किसकी? जोराहट.
অনলাইন টেস্ট এত সময় নেয় না, হয়ে গেছে 5টা।
না ও না দিলে তো সার্টিফিকেট পাবে না, মুশকিল হচ্ছে তাই না? All of you submitted? Hello, all of you submitted? Anybody is remaining?
Yes,
Anybody
sir,
is-
submitted.
Yes, sir. Submitted.
So I guess nobody is remaining, and I am closing for acceptance of response.
আট ঘন্টা খুলে এক সময় যাবে।
Nobody is there, I guess. All of you have submitted. Anybody till there to submit? Anybody till there to submit? $76. So,
কি করতে হবে? কেটে দিয়েছো তো?
কাটিনি।
হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে, কেটে দেবো যখন হয়ে যাবে।
কেটে দেবো?
হ্যাঁ, কেটে দেবো। হয়ে গেছে, যা রেকর্ড করা হয়ে গেছে।
So, participants, so now we are at the end of this session. So, let me hear some feedbacks from your side. Whether the FDP have raised your expectation or not. Let me tell some feedback about this program. Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yes. So let me please, Dr. Pathak, please.
Yes, sir.
Any feedback?
Sir, everything was very good, and overall complete FDP was very much informative, and all the sessions were up to the mark. All the resource persons explained the concept of cyber security in a very well manner, in a very precise manner, and whole credit goes to your entire team of NIT Sikkim. And a special thanks to Sir you as well for excellent coordination and cooperation for conducting such a wonderful FDP. And thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Again and again, thank you very much from my side, sir, for conducting such a very good FDP and informative sessions. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Pathak ji. And any more? Hello. Participants, I am expecting some feedbacks. Maybe that is good, may not be good, but I am expecting some feedbacks. Mr. Nikhil Khandare.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Archana Tripathi.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, the FDB is very nice, very informative. Thank you, sir, for your you have arranged a very lovely program, and it is also very helpful for us to teach the students in our engineering stream. And I am a faculty of diploma, so it is very much supportive for the students. And it is also helpful for me. So again, I will thank you for this program, and I am very lucky that I am a participant of this program. Thank you again, sir.
Okay. Welcome, madam. Any more? Please come forward. Not an issue here. You may expose the good thing, you may expose the bad thing. So bad thing will definitely improve, will help me to improve for the next program.
Good evening, sir. Dr. S.K. Gupta.
Yes, sir. Please.
FDP was good, very good. But basically, I am from the chemical engineering.
Oh, I see.
So your FDP was basically totally for because I joined it. I thought at least I should get some basic thing about the cyber security.
Okay.
So it was for the IT and for the CS people was very good. But something was going just above my head.
Yes, definitely.
So therefore, I would like to suggest you give you should have one cyber security course in which you could go with the basics of the thing, which could be easily understandable for the another discipline also.
Yes. Dr. Gupta ji, if you will go through my program schedule, then you may see they are basically considering for these prospects considering the people from other branches. I had kept a schedule there regarding that cyber security and its problem and solutions. But due to some unplanned situation that Professor Bardarajan ji had joined later in that program schedule, so that's why I have to sacrifice that session. So it was not possible for me to discuss on that topics, and also I was not that much of aware that chemical you are representing from chemical engineering department, because in that list whatever I have seen in the participation list, so maximum I have the background either in computer science or IT or electronics like that.
Yeah, so, I do agree with you.
Sorry for that. I should really apologize to you. But one more advice I can give you, whether you are still eligible to appear in FDP in cybersecurity, means Auto portal can you permit you?
Yeah, that I can do.
No, you have still, na?
Yeah.
Option to apply. So then,
I am having option.
Then you may apply. There NIT Arunachal Pradesh is also organizing similar kind of cybersecurity workshop.
Okay.
NIT Arunachal Pradesh, and that is I guess scheduled from next Monday, 7th, from 7th December to 12th December. So you may attend there.
Okay, thank you.
You may attend there. So they are also that coordinator of that program have discussed me with this issue also. So as per their schedule, I guess some basic concept will also be there, and maybe I may take there also a session also, I guess. So you may opt for that FDP also.
Yeah, sure. I will opt for that.
That is my recommendation. So I must show you my sincere apology for that.
No.
Really, that is an issue. I understand that is an issue.
Yeah, no, that's not the issue. Okay, thank
But
you.
I had kept it, but somehow it could not manage. I had kept it because that there was a lengthy session, inaugural session. You people have seen it, and also I have given my huge efforts to bring such renowned persons in inaugural ceremony. So if you will go through those profile of our chief guest and guest of honor, I guess you understand.
That I do. All the speakers were very good. Because of the feedback I got it from the CS and IT person.
Yes.
It was very informative, and your guest speaker was really a very good one. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ji.
I want to say, sir, the session I was expecting some session from your side, like on elliptic curve cryptography, but GP Biswas sir has taken that taken care of that. So he has covered.
I had Mr. Khandare, I had a plan on that, but whenever you are planning for schedule, you have to look after that whether all the topics are getting covered or not. So whenever I have seen that Professor Biswas is taking or is focusing on that area, so I just stopped it.
Yes, sir. So GP Biswas has given the excellent direction on lattice-based cryptography that I really admire. So that was, I think, to me personally, I feel that was the best part of this workshop which I could learn. Other speakers were also nice. Challa sir was also nice. Das Gupta madam was also nice. But especially I want to thank you for calling GP Biswas sir for giving excellent guidance. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil Khandalji. And anyone?
Yes, sir. It's I am Commander Sudhindra. I'm a serving officer in the Indian Air Force.
Yes. Carry on, sir.
So I just really want to thank for being part of this entire session. It's been really useful and helpful also, because the things that we have been dealing recently had been facing certain difficulties. Now, because of this FDB session that I have undergone, I have a way ahead that I can.
Left. Anybody else, Mr. Hello? Anybody else? Actually, yes, sir. Due to poor connection, maybe he is disconnected. Hello? Yes, please. Sankarji, please.
Yes, sir, Dr. Sangram. FDP was very good. I enjoyed a lot and learned a lot, especially from Ramakrishna sir.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome, Ji. Anyone else? Hello. Anybody else?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
This is Sonal Bise.
Yes.
First of all, I want to congratulations to you, and I feel so grateful from here to hear you all, and such a nice FDP you have arranged, and that's all I want to say. I'm just feeling so grateful. This was such an informative session, all of them, and the session from the Mahoudas Gupta ma'am was excellent, and I admire that, and I just want to thank all of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Anybody else? Anybody else? What about Mr. Monu Ahuja ji. Hello. Are you there?
Hello. Yes, sir.
I am really eager to know your feedback because you are very aggressive to attend this FDP.
No, sir. It was you have done a really great job. All these speakers were very eminent and to the point. They were like very new, to me, from being a electronics background. So,
yes.
And I have a knowledge. I have gone through this cyber security. I have because it was in our syllabus. So that's why I was very eager. And now I know which are the areas. More areas you can explore. And I would suggest, if you want my suggestion, like we can you can work together with some other collaboration so that you can put up some research proposals.
Yes, definitely.
Right, because I am since from Science and Engineering Research Board, so I would invite everybody whosoever wants to submit a proposal, who wants to work on this thing, because we fund proposals on these things only. So if somebody is working, which you are working very beautifully, I have attended each and every session till the last moment, and it was very beautiful. Like you have coordinated in a very beautiful manner, excellent manner, I would say.
Thank you, Ji. And definitely, I will contact you for that purpose. Sure, whatever you have mentioned. So at present also, I am working so many eminent academicians in.
That is why I heard you that day, sir, because your students are so good. You are getting papers accepted every year, and so you were talking to that gentleman that day. So I was thinking, why are you not, why NIT Sikkim is not submitting any proposal? Because throughout the India we get.
Yes.
So it is just a humble request that my suggestion, sir.
No, recently, I have submitted the proposal in DST as well as I have submitted the proposal in DIT also. So DST last year sanctioned me 20 lakhs project, and DIT this just last November they have sanctioned me a R&D project of 78 lakhs.
Oh, great! Congratulations.
So I am also eager to submit in SARB also.
Yeah, survey is also a statutory body just under Department of Science and Technology.
DST. No, I got that project from ICPS division. So that is taken care by Dr. Rajiv Sharma ji.
Okay.
So obviously, as you informed, I will also submit it, and also I look forward it, carry forward it in the next level. Also, I will contact you, and at the same time, I guess you have my contact number and as well as the email ID. So you may also contact me for any collaborative work or etc.
Sure, sir. Really, it will be a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you, and I wish you all the best, all the participants, to all the best to everybody. And,
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Sir came, I forgot his name, Dhirender ji from defense sector was disconnected. Mr. Dhirender ji was disconnected. Is not here. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else is here? Sir Sudhinder ji, sorry, I forgot your name. Hello. Pardon me, I forgot your name. So I was just waiting for your feedback because you are disconnected in the middle of the communication.
Yes, I got disconnected. Actually, I'm from Indian Air Force. So one of our friends referred me to this FDP event. And as I came to know cyber security is being covered by the institute, I was really happy and eager to participate in this. And as it turned out, it's been really useful, and I would congratulate you for making it a successful event altogether. And every detail that is covered is definitely relevant to us as being in the forces. So many things we are in the need of upgrading or implementing, and so many things maybe we will take up in times to come. But this particular module, this particular event has given the deep insight into what we should be doing internally. So it's really a good takeaway for us. And I thank you and NIT Sikkim at the back end for this entire event, and all the speakers, of course, for conveying the points very in a clear manner. So with that, I once again want to thank, and that's it from my side.
So thank you, Sudhinder ji. But one information I just want to share with you. Recently, we have at NIT Sikkim, we have received a letter from Ministry of Defense. So, and also we have accepted that. So they have mentioned in their proposal that they want to send defense personnel here. Each year, I guess 3 seats. We have reserved 3 seats. We have reserved for defense personnel to pursue MTech in computer science and engineering at NIT Sikkim. So if you are interested, you may also talk with your higher authorities. So there is the provision, and we just kept it. And also you have shared it with your colleagues also. If somebody is, because this year just from 2021 admission year, it is just going to offer. So there is a provision to pursue MTech by 3 defense personnel. So you must have and also if you are interested, you also come.
Yeah, this information, I thank you. Definitely, I'll share with my colleagues, in fact, younger colleagues, because I have already done MTech in DIIT in laser and electro.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Second time, defense will not let me do the MTech.
But it will be really helpful for your colleagues, because defense personnel, I must be sure that defense personnel are thinking in that way. So that's why they have sent the proposal.
We have a lot of aspirants whom I know closely, so I will definitely refer them. And if you are okay, then I will ask them to contact you.
Yeah, not an issue. Not an issue. My contact address and email, my contact phone, and as well as email is available in the website. Although the website page is not updated, but my contact address are updated.
Sure. I will take this forward and make sure somebody will get back to you.
Okay. Thank you. So any more from participants? Okay, I guess that all of you are exhausted. So now my sincere request is that you just please log in your Otol portal and give your feedback. So that is your responsibility to get the e-certificate. And from my side, my responsibility is to provide the actual attendance, and as well as the marks you obtained in this evaluation test. So these 3 things are mandatory to get the e-certificate. So I will, if you have attended the sessions, obviously your marks are, your attendance is marked in Google Meet attendance maker, and obviously I will put those attendance. At the same time, whatever the marks you have secured, I will also give it there, and you just put your feedbacks there, and obviously you will get the e-certificate. And as per the AICT instruction, they have informed me that it may take 3-4 days time, because that will be generated through their portal. So since all the applications and all the applications received by the portal at the same time, so it is time consuming. So it may take 2-3 days to get the certificates. But further that, if you have not received, but you have attended all the sessions, as well as you are confident that you have appeared in test very well, then also you may contact me. I can resolve that issue after discussion with the AICT personnel. Okay, so thank you. And also if you have any other query or you have any other plan or program or any kinds of research collaboration, etc., you may contact me. Not an issue. I am always available. Although I always be busy for several administrative works. I have several responsibilities in this institute. You know, all the Northeastern NITs are the developing stage. So many responsibilities are there, and also for this time also I am just conducting. Maybe some of you have a question in mind that why the session is starting from 2 p.m. and ending up to 5:30 a.m. Why not it schedule in first half? Because for that purposes also I just want to convey you the message that at the same time organizing two programs. One is this FDP from 2 to 5:30, and other one is the induction program for the first year students, and that I have kept scheduled from 9 to 1 p.m. 9 to 1 p.m. I have kept it scheduled for induction program for the first year newly admitted students at NIT Sikkim, BTech students at NIT Sikkim. So that's why I have just parallelly handling two programs. So that's why induction kept in first half and your FDP program kept in second half. So many responsibilities is there. So, but that is not an issue. You for any issue or any help or any kinds of further discussion or further work or planning, you may directly contact me. So thank you very much. Thank you for your sincere participations in all the sessions of this FDP and make that program a great success. So thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye to all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you and signing off. Thank you.
Thank you.
তুমি যেটা বলছো যে পর্দা সরালে ওই স্লাইডে ভিডিও চলবে, সেটা করা নেই সিস্টেমটা। একটা স্লাইড ভিডিও, এইগুলা কিন্তু পর্দাই সত্যি।